Everybody, we are back with another toy video, and today we are checking out this Rampage Stretch It Ralph, which, without further ado, let's hop right into this. This is a Walmart exclusive toy that we ended up picking up this year to sell in the store, and I had a couple left over, and I figured I'd at least show you guys on the channel. Something that I found a little peculiar about this one particular toy, at least. So there you go. You got the Walmart exclusive sticker right there. You got Super Stretch Ralph. There you go. You can see him in the background. There's little buildings on fire. And yeah, you got the little Try Me Shake. Here's some things that it does. Super stretch body, so obviously like Stretch Armstrong. You got 10 unique sounds that it does. We'll let you hear that in a second. Same thing on the other side. This is brought to you by Leonard. And then here we go. We got, well, basically it's the same thing, but it shows you on the back here. You can get George and Lizzie as well from Rampage the game. And batteries are basically going to be LR44s, so not your typical batteries in here. So you're going to have to go find those if you ever need to replace them, which I doubt you will, because I doubt you'll be playing with this that much, or maybe you will. I don't know. The noise itself. So we actually did unpackage one of these and put it to the test. Now, you'll notice one thing that's different between the one on the right and the one on the left. The one on the left has like some kind of painted chest hair. The one on the right doesn't anymore. And that's because once you stretch this Ralph, it actually loses the paint. So like immediately, as soon as you start to stretch the body, the paint just chips off and falls right off. But you can still kind of see a shine where they embossed the paint onto the chest. You can see the lines and stuff in there. And that's where it almost like burned into the rubber, I imagine, the paint. But that's one thing that I'm like, just leave it off. Like, why leave paint that's going to chip right off immediately? And I mean, that's going to get in your kids' hands. Kids probably going to eat it. It's probably going to get in their mouth. I mean, they're going to be putting their mouth all over this thing. What's the ages on this? Let's see what we got here. So it's ages 3 and up on the packaging. This is 3 and up on the packaging. So I mean, you got 4 or 5 year olds. They're going to be putting stuff in their mouth for sure. And you don't want them to get that paint in there because you don't even know what that's made with. His head is made out of it's plastic, and it's even got like an anchor in here in the body as well, which I'll show you here. As you can see, as I twist this, you'll see the anchor support for his neck inside this rubber enclosure here. And yeah, the fists and stuff, it basically, once you squish them, they end up reforming. So they end up reforming. Even though you squish them, they'll form like exactly back to the way that they were. Not too sure exactly what the material is this is made of. It feels to me like it's some kind of a rubber, but it also feels like there's it almost feels like it's hollow inside, because when you actually like rub it like that, you can actually feel it dragging on itself on the inside. So I imagine it's a solid piece of rubber that has a pocket of air on the inside, which allows it to stretch without having to rip. Because I mean, we're putting some work on this guy's arm right now. But again, it bounces right back. I mean, the fists, they even maintain the detail of the knuckles and stuff, which is cool. And the toes, same way. There's some of the annoying sounds that they actually have on there. I mean, you can see that they're pretty detail oriented in regards to the shape of it. But let's check out some of the sounds that we got here. So, okay. Okay, that was a little interesting. It's really just a lot of nonsense noise. I mean, this is just outright ridiculous. So I think that's where we pretty much started at. But as you can see here, the head is almost as large as the entire body. And I think that's interesting too, because I mean, these teeth are pretty sharp, you know what I'm saying? Not super sharp, they're hard plastic. But I mean, it's definitely something that's very large, and it's a large piece of plastic. I would have made it more of this stretchy material so you could like stretch the head, stretch the neck. I think that would have been neat if you gave the ability to like play with the toy beyond the chest itself. So it was something that I was looking at when I was selling these this holiday season, and I did notice the fact that the majority of this thing was plastic head, and that's something that basically sparked my curiosity to at least check out this particular toy. And when I did check it out, after first two or three stretches here, all the paint was gone, flaked off onto the floor. So that was a little bit of annoying, because why even put that on there in the first place if you know for a fact that this is going to get flaked off? I mean, unless they didn't product test this particular toy, which I highly doubt. Or maybe they didn't product test it, but I highly doubt they didn't. Especially because this is a Midway Classic authorized, licensed product, and it's a Walmart exclusive. So you have a lot of hands going through this particular product, and I'm surprised that they didn't get anybody say to them about the paint that's on the chest, which again we'll show you real fast. You can see some of the little lightning bolts and stuff. I mean, it looks like lightning bolts, but it's basically the chest hair right there on the front. You can see it kind of like embossed, and like a shine embossed into the actual chest of the Stretch Ralph figure. So if you've played with these Rampage stretch figures, let us know in the comments below. If you got the Walmart exclusive Ralph, let's also know in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, subscribe for more. I do toy reviews every single Friday, so be on the lookout for that. And have a great rest of your day.